Captain Rod here today. Just want to talk to everybody about off-market listings. Now we have no listings on the market. The ones that are get multi-bidding wars. Most of them are residential land. There are some commercial as well, but I will say I just did one that's off-market commercial. Knew the owners. They called me for some advice, some questions, and then they started negotiating the deal. What I did is I brought in another buyer off market. Now they didn't want to list it because they didn't want to let anybody know about the property being sold. They did have tenants on some of the commercial units, which is smart. So instead of putting it on the market and going through the whole hassle, they had a buyer already. I brought in another buyer. We ended up getting the $7 million price tag. And the buyer ended up paying my commission, the full commission for both sides, to actually represent the seller. It's huge. So at $7 million, I made a few $100,000. The buyer doesn't mind paying that because they get the off-market property, and it's a huge, nice commercial property. So if you're looking for commercial property offline, off-market, offline, wherever, let me know, because we can handpick and go find the properties right now, because there are buyers out there, a lot of buyers that are looking. Especially buyers doing commercial 1031 exchanges. We're getting that from California to the East Coast, and we're even shopping East Coast, South, Midwest, off-market commercial, multifamily. There's a lot of money being moved around behind the scenes, and off-market's okay to hunt for, especially if you're hunting for the buyer. What I find right now is there's a lot of buyers that are looking for off-market homes as well. And I got a question, and I guess I was not that specific, so I'm gonna clean it up for you. If you're a buyer for residential or land, and you know your niche market, what I mean is if you know the exact area you're hunting for, if you have a good solid payment of either a good loan that you can get down with cash that can back it up, or even cash buyer, you can give me a niche market and we'll go door knock and hunt, especially if you tell me type of home you want, how much work you're looking to do, your price tag for that home, an exact location. So you don't give me just a whole city and say find it, and you're saying this street, this neighborhood, this little piece of waterfront. We'll go find that off market for you and talk to the sellers, and if they want to sell. A few things with that. One, yes, it'd be better if you're cash. So hard money loans right now, I swear they've turned into lenders themselves because they realize they're losing money, so they'd rather do the hard money loan and lend. The interest rates I found is at 4.5% for hard money loans. Now they won't let you refinance out. There's a prepayment penalty, I think, if you refinance out of that within 3 years. There's actual some hybrids, different lenders that I can talk to that are doing cash loans. They're almost like the same thing as a conventional loan, same thing as a hard money loan, a little more hybrid, so maybe a little more comfortable. They still need appraisals. They still are cash, but if it's below appraisal, they'll still make you come up with the cash difference. But they pay cash up front and then they refinance back into it for you. Again, you have to make up the difference cash. So that's why I say you have to have the cash. Or if you want to go traditional route, we can do a lender, do appraisal, but again, you still want to make up that difference cash. Otherwise, there's no point for the seller selling. Because most likely, if the seller has a hot home on the market, or not on the market, excuse me, a hot home though that they know they can list on the market and you're trying to buy it off market, one, you need to pay over value to instead of going through the whole bidding war process. Two, you need to keep it clean and easy, hence why cash is the easiest. If you're gonna go through the appraisal, you need to have the cash to make up the difference with the loan, because remember, they're selling it to you off market, you're not competing against other buyers. And then two, they could possibly get a cash buyer anyways if they list it on the market, so they'd rather just take cash and be done with it. That's the best and easiest way if you're in the niche market of trying to find a place, especially in this market when you can't get anything and everything has 5-6 offers on it. Why not just come in? I can tell you where I think it's going to come into with a bidding war. We'd use an average, we'd take an educated guess, so you're not over crazy spending, but you're getting now a house that you really want. You're not having to be crazy about it. You can go in and buy it cash or with a hard money loan or with a cash lender out there, hybrid loan, and buy it. The same thing goes for commercial, land, anything out there. So if you need off-market homes, call me, email me, myself. I have my whole team. We'll go out and door knock for you. We'll find the home. We'll get the price that works for you. If you don't like the price, you don't have to buy it. They don't have to sell. No one's the wiser, and it makes life easy. We can't solicit off-market homes. We can't try to find market that way, but we can find them for you, especially if there's someone that's willing to sell and that'll do a one-time listing with us to show the home with you. Then it's legal for us. We can go get you the home. If it doesn't work out, no worries. They may put it on the market. They still may say, hey, I'm going to put it on the market in 2 weeks. Just be ready. And then we can be ready. And then you can go ahead and come in with your highest and best offer right away. Knock on wood, you'd win. We'd see. Best way though is to let me know niche market to buy it off market, just like these commercial buyers did with myself and the commercial property. Get it on lockdown, get the best price, don't mess around, and walk out the door with it. So off market properties, call me, Captain Ron. There's so much more I can go into depth. I've researched hard money lenders, I've researched all different hybrids, I've researched the different locations, I've researched everything that you need to know about off market. Everybody's gonna say, well, if you find me something, well, let me know. It doesn't work that way. One, you have to have a buyer's agreement with me that you will buy when I show you the home. Otherwise, I don't waste my time. Two, we have to have the niche location that you're wanting to buy. So that either a little strip of waterfront, the price tag that you're gonna be going down into, and then the financing needs to be secured. Either hard money loans, show me the pre-approval through the hybrid lender, or we'll talk about different options for you to be able to buy. That's what I'm looking for. If you're looking off market, let me help you, but there's a certain protocol that we need to go through, not to waste your time, my time, or potentially the sellers, whoever we find out they're off market to sell. Captain Ron out. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be here to go over off market 10 times more in depth. This is a little sneak peek, snippet. What do you want to know of off market buying? Captain Ron out. Bye.